right? All right, the
Fancy,
live stuff.
fancy.
Very fancy.
Let me see how it looks on YouTube then.
I was about to say, someone check for me.
I'm on YouTube. I don't see us.
Oh, there it is.
I
Just gotta
literally
refresh.
you hit refresh. We just went live.
Yeah, it says it still says upcoming.
It shouldn't. Should be good.
Oh, there we are. There we are. Hi, us.
Hi, all. Let me make sure all that stuff on YouTube is good.
Oh, my voice finally sounds good.
Yay!
Because I don't know what is Skype just wouldn't process my audio well. I have no idea.
It's because
why.
we're going through OBS through Skype, so you're going through multiple channels. This is more of a direct line.
Yeah, that is probably what it was.
Yeah,
that is probably what it was.
I can almost guarantee that. All right, so let me
move this.
Where's Twitch?
Twitch should be fine. I feel like.
Yeah, no, I just want to see what it looks like.
Yeah,
dude. The only thing is where I need a double monitor because I used to use Skype as a different window, but now this restream is just a different tab.
Yeah.
Yeah, I usually put one thing on my big screen and then y'all on my little screen, so I'm like looking at you.
That makes sense.
Since my big screen is on a separate shelf and this is on the desk proper.
Gotcha. Okay, that's good there. This restream setup is going to be very easy for like. So remember when we used to do like War Room and Wrestle Court for Wrestle Addict Radio?
Yeah.
For a minute, yeah.
Yeah, it'd be easier to do that. I can set up a whole War Room studio and just invite random people.
Because we can have 10 people.
You know, yeah, we can just have freaking fun and go at it.
Mm-hmm.
God, I will debate to the death. Shane Douglas is the greatest heel of 1997.
Did you say 1911? Did you mean 1997?
1997.
Actually, I would love to see you and Mance go at it for that.
Because then Mance would be like, it's Bret Hart. I'd be like, fuck, you're right.
Or you and Aaron A.O. Baker would have fun with that.
Oh, God. 1997 Shane Douglas is just the best. Dude, he literally pimps out Francine.
Does he really?
Yeah, so the story was, fucking Rick Rude comes into ECW with one simple goal, to quote, fuck with the franchise, end quote, which is Shane Douglas.
Okay.
And then when Shane Douglas is ready to go for the title, Rick Rude betrays Tommy Dreamer in a steel cage.
Oh, lovely.
And sides with Shane Douglas. And the reasoning was he has access to Francine whenever he wants, and it's highly implied that Shane Douglas pimps out Francine to Rick Rude to win a title.
I remember you talking about this, actually.
It's the craziest fucking thing ever.
I do remember you talking about this.
So it's just like when Paul Heyman cut that promo on Monday, I was just like, yeah, but you also did the pimping out Francine angle. Oh, it was great. Great television.
Oh, man. Okay, that's great. Let me see what we got here.
Yeah, Bret Hart just hated America, so tell me who the real heel is.
Relatable.
Chat. Shout out to me. My first little chat thing. Just wanted to make sure that worked.
What up, nerds? Yep, that worked.
Mm-hmm.
Let me put this on other my laptop that I had. Hi, Taquan. How are you? Welcome back. We've missed you too. Taquan, are you out of school yet for a year? Because I know it's like May and college. It's like you should be done, right? I feel like you should be done.
I'm trying to think what Taquan and I would debate in the war room.
Oh God, it could go a lot of ways.
Taquan, what do you want to debate me on? I'll give you the option to pick.
That would be. I kind of just want to be a fly on the wall for that one.
That would be fun.
Me too. I actually don't want to do it. I just want to be a fly on the wall for it. I don't want to do it. I just want to watch it afterwards.
Actually, Taquan, I feel like Taquan's big on like movies and stuff. I feel like you guys could do a good movie debate.
Well, you probably could.
He said there's so many topics. Told you he can do a bunch of stuff for you. Chat looks good. Might have to move over the Meat Slapping Majesty logo, but it's fine. It's our first try. This is kind of our new studio setup at the moment, because Skype is dead, and
R.I.P.
Teams is Teams is restrictive, unfortunately. So now we're here in a kind of fresh new setup. So thank you guys for joining us. Quan said gaming, TVs, movie, etc. I don't know.
Oh, we need something like specific. Something
I mean, I feel like
is Batman a superhero?
Oh, no, that's easy. He's not a superhero. That's not hotly paid. He's just a guy with a lot of money.
Yeah, he's just rich.
Yeah. The answer will always be like if it's Batman versus like who's going to win in a fight. It's always Batman with prep time.
Yeah, that's a good answer. That's a really good answer. It's always Batman with prep time.
Yeah,
that's pretty good.
So there's I think there's a TikTok account.
So wait, is Tony Stark as Iron Man a superhero?
Technically, no. He's also a guy with a lot of money.
Yeah,
but he has his like heart thing that gives him powers.
The Iron Core. That's just
like his heart.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Fred says hi. Hey, Freds. Working, we'll be listening on and off. You should check out our new setup when you got a chance too, Freds. I know you're about to get in the busy season too.
Freds, you are only allowed to listen on, no off.
So yeah, there's a TikTok account where it's just like Batman sitting in this chair in the Batcave, and it's literally every video is him developing a contingency plan for anybody and everybody. So like one I watched the other day was like he's like Operation RKO for Randy Orton. So there's people Batman developing a contingency plan for Randy Orton. Ooh, that's a good one.
Taquan wants to debate the story of Kingdom Hearts. I'm like, here's the thing. He's going to debate that Kingdom Hearts makes no sense, and I'm going to go, who cares? It doesn't matter. The story is almost the least important thing about that game.
Yeah, I haven't played since childhood, but like I don't remember the story. It was just fun.
You don't need to. It's just like the power of heart and friendship conquers all, and beware of the darkness in Disney with Final Fantasy characters. It's
Whatever
great.
You say.
It's great. I mean, I'll play and replay Kingdom Hearts for years, just on loop, on repeat. I'll even play Rechain of Memories, which makes me want to rip my hair out of my head because it was originally a Game Boy Advanced game that they made into console and PC, but it's a stupid card deck system. And it fucking sucks. But it's the most important game in the story. It's what links the first game and the second game. So it's super fucking important. So if you're going to play the story from beginning to end, you can't skip it. You just can't do it. It's awful. I hate it.
Kingdom Hearts might be a good one for you.
Oh, I love Kingdom Hearts. Dude, I fucking love Kingdom Hearts so much. In fact,
got the key?
I do have the key. The key's over there, actually. But I also have the hat with all the keywords on it from the first game.
Wow. I've never seen you wear that ever.
Well, you know why? It's because the snap on the back broke, and I forgot I had it for years.
Ooh, that's always fun to find.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, dude, Rechain of Memories, Quan, makes me want to kill myself. I'm gonna be straight up. I can't wear this.
Where's the headband, Will?
I know. That's why I can't wear it. I'm putting them on. I got them. I still got them. So, Taquan, yeah, I can't tell you the story of Kingdom Hearts, but every time I play it, I try and figure it out. I try. I have watched hours of YouTube videos just explain the game, talking about the game, and like the lore and what the fuck is actually happening, and they're all kind of right. I think.
Not bad.
All right, guys, I am ready. I am ready to podcast.
Fretz wants to know, Will, you still have that big old flag poster? Oh, you had on the back when you
yes, I do. Yes, I do. The wait, the big flag poster. Which one's that?
Your banner behind you.
I guess
the Kingdom Hearts one.
No. I think he means your Willie T background.
Oh yeah.
He's had that for a while.
Yeah, forever.
It's been well, Christ, how long have I been here? 2 years. Yeah.
Something like that, yeah.
Mhm.
Well, once I move, I'll probably keep it again because hopefully it'll be better. Because actually, believe it or not, this thing is like right here is
Yeah.
a corner because I had to hang it on the door. So behind
Oh,
us is literally a
okay.
door. So like this doesn't. It's not a flat wall, which is why it's a little wrinkled.
Gotcha.
But
Do you hang
yeah,
that up for? Do you have to rehang that for every time you're using it, or is it?
no, I just,
Okay,
just leave
good.
it up there. So this
Okay.
isn't like this. This is a door to the hallway, but we have 3 doors to the same hallway. So I have so many doors to
Oh,
choose from.
Yeah, he has the entire floor.
Yeah.
oh, that's nice.
It's a weird apartment. It's a weird build. My whole
It's
apartment's like a
it is a
like a
very weird
horseshoe.
setup.
It's
Is
a
it like
wide
a?
horseshoe.
Oh, is it like a railroad apartment where you have to like go through everything?
Yeah, honestly, yeah, kind of. It's very long, but it's no, 3 rooms,
Hmm.
4 rooms. So you walk in, right, bathroom on the left,
Yeah.
go right, living room in the back corner, small kitchen. Then it goes
Okay,
office, dining room, bedroom, and then back room where I am now.
love that.
Yeah.
Brett's is saying, "Oh, I meant you had a Kingdom Hearts banner in that episode." Yeah, that's great.
Yes, I do have that one still. That's hanging above my bed.
Gotcha.
That takes up the whole wall. That's a big poster. It's like a tapestry. It's fucking huge.
All right. Okay, so this works well. Thank you guys for joining us. All right, we're gonna give you guys a little bit of a 2-minute break or a 3-minute break actually before you see us again, but we're gonna get the show on the road. All right, everybody ready?
Hmm.
See you guys in like 3 minutes.
Kings of the rings of the illest. 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 Kings of the rings of the illest.
Live from the Wrestle Addict Radio HQ, representing Kings of the Rings to the fullest. King Ricky made the hot tag to Willie T, and out of nowhere like Randy is the Queen Bee. K-Fay brother, 400 plus in the bag like money in the bank brother. See when they pod, it's the opposite of common. Look at the comments, crowned at a certified top 10. You heard? Kings of the Rings pod. Throw up a too sweet when you see the squad. Like a chop in a, I know you feel it. Kings of the rings of the illest.
Kings of the rings of the illest. Kings of the rings of the illest.
Kenzo photo.
Do it.
All right, that was fun. That was
What?
cool. What an
Yeah.
intro.
That's cute.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome, everybody, to Kings of the Rings podcast, episode number 406. I am your host, King Ricky Rose. Thank you guys for joining us in our brand new live studio setup because, Skype's dead. and we had
All
to
right, Peter. All right, Peter, a real one.
we had to fast track and really come up with this. But thankfully, we already had restream and we were able to kind of rather quickly and rather well. With me, as always, to the bottom of me at this point, the founder, the proprietor, a man who will never not wear that John Cena headband for as long as he's on the show. Will Tarashuk. Will, how are you?
Hey, at least it's facing. You can actually read it this time. It's not backwards. For some reason, Skype would always flip my camera. So now
You
it's
have to remarry
actually legible. Yeah, the time is now. So congratulations, guys. You can read.
Yes, yes. And also with us, just waking up with some really funky glasses. Slajan K. Kayfabe, how are you?
Hi, y'all. It is rainy in New York City. I
Thank
am
goodness.
Eepy, and the Mets are playing at 9:45 tonight. So
Are
we
they on
got
the West Coast?
yeah,
Who are they facing?
we are playing Arizona, I think.
Ow, the
Hang on, I'll let you know in a
Diamondbacks, right?
second.
Yeah.
They're playing Diamondbacks. Yep.
Yeah.
You're
Diamondbacks are. They were
Yeah.
good.
Yeah. Rest in peace, Skype. Yeah, Skype going down kind of hit me in the feels a little bit. I was like, that's rough. I had
I was
good times
using
on
that in
Skype.
I felt
college.
bad for a few seconds.
Yeah, understandable. You know, without
Honestly, the
Skype, not a lot
studio,
happens.
but the studio is so pretty that I don't really give a fuck anymore.
You're welcome. You're welcome. I spent a
Look how
lot of.
clear we look.
I know it's because we're not going through multiple channels.
We look
That's
so
why.
crisp and clear. I can't wait to watch
I
on
know.
Thursday.
Right now we look pretty good. Right now I'm kind of looking at us on my other laptop here. So we're doing quite well. So without further ado, let's get into the first part of the show today. We are going to start previewing Backlash because apparently Backlash is this Saturday. So we have all of that to go through. It's it's an interesting
It's
card.
too early.
It's always too early, but this is the way things are gonna go for right now because WWE's going on like a what are they going on like a first weekend of the month like PLE schedule for right now until the end of the month where it's like Battleground Saturday night's main event, Raw and SmackDown Saturday night's main event, Battlegrounds, Raw and NXT all in Tampa from the England
Damn.
Center. Yeah, play one of the places that had the Thunderdome. Remember Thunderdome there?
Ah,
Yeah. Yeah, so one of
Oh
those
shit,
places.
my headphones are gonna die. Uh-oh.
Oh no. Well, Kay figures that out. Hopefully very soon. But the first topic on hand is that WWE released a crap ton of talent the other day, catching everybody by surprise, but shouldn't be catching us by surprise because this always happens post
Hi.
Mania.
yeah,
However,
I forgot they did this.
yeah,
I will
yeah,
not
there
do
was a
that.
bunch of them, and the releases are going to be on the bottom right now. They include the names of Braun Strowman, Dakota Kai, Kaden Carter, Katana Chan, Shayna Baszler, Shotzi Blackheart, who didn't renew her contract, Gigi Dolan, Cora Jade, Jakara Jackson, Eddie
Oh
Thorpe,
my God.
Gallus, Riley Osborne, Oro Mensa, Javier Bernal, and Danny Palmer, who never really made any waves on NXT. I think it was more Evolve, and those headphones are bumping right now. But yeah, we'll keep this little
Leave
list
it
of
up.
people going for right now. So, Will, who's the biggest surprise for you? Who are people who got released or contracts were not renewed?
Well, Shotzi, because I thought she was already released, so that was a big surprise to me. I was like, oh, I thought they released you last year, but no. Well, there she goes. And Braun Strowman, you know, he does a lot of work with charity work. I think he did a great job making Big Bronson Reed as well as putting over Fatu. So I thought he definitely served a purpose. And like, what else? Like, what else is there left for him to do? Really? I mean, so that was a little surprising, but they're not gonna use him, and his price tag might be a little too high because he has the accolades to be like, no, fuck you, pay me.
Yeah, he's also I think he's in his early 40s at this point.
Yeah.
But you are right. He was really good when it came to like charitable work and his real life story about how he became a bodybuilder because he didn't like who he was and things like that. And he's also the son of a Hall of Fame slow pitch softball player.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's a really weird story, but it's there. The biggest one for me, or a couple of them, was Dakota Kai, the first off. This is somebody who was like finalist for the Women's Intercontinental Championship.
Shows how highly they think of that title.
You know, which is crazy because Becky and Lyra are fighting for it in a pretty interesting story so far.
Agreed. We'll get there.
Yeah, really interesting story so far. So that was kind of a big one. Kaden and Katana, the only legit women's tag team they've ever developed, they decided it's enough. Shayna Baszler had literally just signed a contract extension last year,
Oof.
which was wild to think.
Oof.
Yeah. Jakara Jackson, I thought was a really surprising one too, because I thought she had a lot of potential. She's like her and Last Legend were at, I think it was like Crown Jewel last year when they did the women's tag like triple threat or fatal four way. And I've always thought Jakara Jackson is just Carmella, but African American. Pretty much. Oro Mensa was kind of interesting. And then I think that's about it. Some of these I was like, okay, I can see that. Gallus being released, not surprising. Because what were you really gonna do with them? But there are a couple of them that are a bit surprising. Cora Jade too, because Cora Jade was really
that was pretty surprising. I guess she's been down there for a while now.
She's been down there for a while. She was down there a little bit longer because of she tore her ACL.
That was it.
She tore her ACL, so that left her down there for a while. Like she was supposed to be part of like really when they rebranded NXT to NXT 2.0, she was a part of that. And she was like the skater girl for a while. Yes, metaphor forever, because that really hurt. Noam Dar came back. And then they were like, oh yeah, the faction you created, we're breaking them all up. Kay will be back for right now. What did you say, Freds? I crashed KO Tier 100 at the last minute via Skype. You did crash KO Tier 100 at the last minute via Skype.
I forgot. I forgot that happened.
I forgot it too. That's because we did have live people on our KO Tier 100.
Did we?
We did. We did have some live people on there at all. So hopefully Kay comes back. But yeah, the releases were a lot of them not surprising, but some of them I thought were really glaring, especially from like if you're not going to use Shayna's still a good tool, but apparently she was being used as like help in the NXT women's roster locker room. You know, same thing with like well, no, Shayna's. I mean, same thing with Braun. You can help him out. Like, I know WWE a lot of the time uses talent that's not on TV and maybe uses them in other roles. But I think the biggest one for me was Dakota, Kaden, and Katana. I think are the biggest ones, especially because you had Dakota Kai, obviously injury prone from time to time. However, in the IC title tournament, she did really good. Like they showed she can be on her own. And you create these titles for the women, and then you release a majority of the women in your releases.
Hey, I told you so. Did I not tell you these titles were a mistake and not to get your hopes up?
I never thought they were a mistake. I think the women's tag titles are clearly a mistake now because they're clearly going towards eliminating that.
Yes.
You know,
seeing as one of them who just won them back is leaving for a few weeks to film a movie.
Yeah, and they're keeping the titles on them. You know, does anybody know what Liv Morgan's movie is? 'Cause I don't know what it is.
I heard something about it, but I forget. But Fret's made a good point here in the chat. Nakamura, me finding out they released him, yeah, super surprising. Finding out it was actually he let his contract expire and he's leaving on his own accord, not surprising at all. Absolutely not surprising.
So I don't think it's I don't think it's true Nakamura being released. I think it's him being like, hey, I'm done.
Yeah.
You know,
he's just not renewing or retiring or whatever.
The word with Shotzi is she was told they're not renewing her contract. So it's a little bit of a difference.
Right.
You know, and as of yesterday, when I did check, Nakamura is still active. Technically. Will he be shown on TV? Maybe, maybe not. So that is totally up in the air.
I mean, I expect him. I mean, he was cruising on WWE money in an easy schedule for the past few years.
He did take the US title off of LA Knight for a
LA Knight, right? But for the most part, he hasn't been a super focus. And apparently, like, you know, when he signed the last deal, people were saying like, why wouldn't you just go back to Japan or go to whatever AEW? And it's just like, well, dude, he's getting older. He wants to make money and chill. So if he's leaving now, I could totally see him going back to Japan and be like, I just want to do one more run and retire at home.
It's pretty
for my fans, right? Which I think makes total sense.
Yeah. Sir Charles is saying, I heard Liv was working with a big time Japanese director.
Damn, good for you, Liv.
Yeah, good for you. I mean, she looks like a Hollywood starlet in the making.
Dude, we were so wrong about her. Like I am, dude, I'm so happy to eat that L that like
Mhm.
Liv Morgan is actually amazing. But I don't know what they were seeing when we couldn't see it, but it wasn't this.
Do you remember when we went to that NXT show at the theater in MSG
Yeah.
and Liv Morgan came out as like the Jersey girl with like the
Yeah.
mesh tank top and eating like a slice of pizza on the way to the ring? She was like Cora Jade
Right.
for a little bit. And they were like, Liv's awesome. And we were like, I don't know. I don't know. But no, she's made it out well.
She's
She's
done a very good job making herself a star.
exactly. Did you ever see when she was on Hot Ones with Dirty Dom?
No, but I bet it's incredible.
It's so funny.
And
It's
those
so
those
good.
two are perfect together. They're
Yeah.
perfect because they kind of dropped like the sexual relationship angle. And now they're just like
Yeah.
together.
They're just there.
They're like Gen Z dating.
Something like, do you have any word on K? No word on K yet. So hopefully K comes back. But yeah, those are the WWE releases. It's gonna be it's a little shocking, but you know, the good thing about people being released now as compared to like 5-6 years ago is that there are clearly other places to go.
You know, I was thinking that the other day.
Yeah.
Are there? I mean, because yes and no, right? Like TNA, for example,
Uh-huh.
is now in a partnership with WWE.
Yeah.
They bought AAA.
Yes,
Now,
they did.
previously, it's like, okay, those are two places you can go. But now
Mhm.
there's affiliation with WWE again. So it's just like, could WWE apply pressure on these companies and be like, hey, we release them, don't sign them? Or is it TNA? It's just like, hey, go, just sign
Hey.
wherever you want. Like, what does the structure of those deals look like?
I don't know. I do know.
I don't know,
NXT
but it made me think. I was like, are there more places for them to go?
I mean, put it this way, Indy Hartwell got released earlier this year or so, and she just showed up at TNA Rebellion.
Okay, there you go. That's a
You
good
know.
sign. That's a step in the right direction then.
You know, I know the NXT releases only have a 30-day non-compete.
Right.
So by June, you're going to see a lot of people start showing up in different places or run the indies. Shotzi's already on social media talking about how much she wants to just run around the indies again.
Yeah, I mean, I don't blame her. She's probably bored and frustrated and just wants
Yeah.
to fucking live her dream. So she's like, I made my money. Let me save it. Now let me just go run the indies, have some fun and wrestle.
I
mean,
will
good for
say
her.
Halloween Havoc's going to suck without her.
Yes,
It's
Correct.
going to suck
correct.
a lot without her. So all these people are being released, but then WWE decided that, oh yeah, we're releasing people and we're also going to Australia again because WWE is taking over Perth, Australia. Friday night SmackDown, October 10th. Saturday is Crown Jewel, and that Monday, October 13th, is going to be WWE Raw, all from Perth, Australia, which means brunch wrestling all the time. It's going to be early morning wrestling. It's going to be in Australia on the other side of the world. So it's going to be interesting. The interesting thing about this with Crown Jewel being in Perth is that we all know that last year Crown Jewel was pretty much, well, last year and the years before that was leading to just a Saudi show.
Yeah.
Literally, they created these ridiculous
You know,
Super
the
Bowl style rings
kingdom of
Yeah.
Saudi Arabia.
with crowns. They literally created these gaudy ass Super Bowl style rings. They have these massive, like jeweled out diamond belts that can only be taken out in Saudi Arabia.
Mm-hmm.
So now I'm wondering, what are we doing with this? Like, does Australia just randomly have their own pair of belts? Or
Does it have to make sense? It's money. They paid them more money, maybe. I mean,
I don't know. Well, you know what it is? I believe it's because Saudi's getting the Rumble,
true.
and that Rumble's going to be wild and
Yeah.
weird.
It's gonna
Very
be
weird.
it's gonna be very weird.
Yeah, very weird. Wild and weird, but I think usually a good thing. But yeah, they're getting the Rumble. Crown Jewel in Perth. Last time they were in Perth, I believe they had the Elimination Chamber.
Yes.
Yeah, they had the Elimination Chamber, which was the beginning of the rise of Tiffany Stratton.
So this is an upgrade? Like,
guess?
is
I don't
it?
I don't know. As one who finally went to an Elimination Chamber this year, I feel like Elimination Chamber has gotten the ultimate upgrade of all the PLEs because
Okay.
it's the last PLE before the Rumble. Whatever's not satisfied
Mania, I
at the
mean,
Rumble,
yeah.
but Mania, yeah. Whatever's not satisfied at the Rumble, it's satisfied at Elimination Chamber. So
Yeah, it's not quite a
it's stepping
throwaway
stone.
pay-per-view. It's not a throwaway, but it is usually predictable.
Mhm.
At least
But
the
it's
match results are predictable, and I
it's a good
shouldn't say everything else.
it's a good stepping stone.
Yeah, yeah, I
I'd
get
say
that. I
that.
feel that. I agree with that.
A very good stepping stone. So I agree with that. So no word from Kay. I'll have to text him on the side as we move forward here. So we have Takeover and I actually not Takeover. Well, WWE's taking over Purple Share, which I might actually miss.
October
Crown
11th.
Jewel live. Yeah, that's Comic-Con weekend.
Oh, yeah, you're missing it.
Yeah, I'm missing it.
Lucky you.
I don't know if I'm lucky. I don't
You'll
know.
catch the replay. What do you mean?
That's true. That's the great thing about
I mean, like, dude,
Peacock and Netflix.
so this is gonna be at like 8 a.m. Eastern
I might watch it on the plane ride on the
on
plane train in,
whatever.
I
But like,
Yeah, on the
so,
train in, yeah.
I'm gonna wake up at noon and fucking watch it. Well, I usually wake up at 10 now. I'm gonna wake up at 10,
There you
wait
go.
till noon, and then watch it.
Make yourself a hearty breakfast
because
and then watch it.
Peacock, you can't start from the beginning once it started because Peacock is a great platform.
Very fair, very fair. Okay, so Takeover's happening. Moving on to this, but this weekend we have Kay has returned. Welcome back, Kay.
Hey,
Can you hear me?
Yes,
Hey, yeah, we got you.
How do I sound?
Live and in color.
Really? Okay.
Live and in living color, Kay.
Yes, live and in
forgot
living
that
color.
These headphones have
Yeah.
a wire.
Ah,
That
there
I
you
never-
go.
I only break this wire out for when I'm traveling.
Well, now you have to use the charger headphones.
Yeah, we're charged at 30%, so I'll have to talk extra fast. I tried to use my old Trevor headphones, and they're not connecting to Bluetooth. So
Fair enough. All right, so question for you, Kay. Well, since you did dip before, we're going to bring this up on the ticker real quick. What are your thoughts, real quick, on the releases?
sorry. I am particularly sad about Shotzi. That's my girl, my day one. But they weren't doing shit with her. I don't think they knew what to do with Shotzi in particular. I think there are a lot of people on this release list that WWE didn't really have space for, but kind of wanted to collect. Like, they brought Braun Strowman back just to fire him. Dakota Kai deserved a lot more than she got on the main roster.
Mhm.
Shayna Baszler, not a fan of her in general, but still, they could have booked her to be such a fucking beast, and they didn't do anything with her. But
Yeah.
you know, it's WrestleMania season. This happens every year. I hate to say this isn't surprising anymore, but it's just par for the course. I hope that everybody does well outside of the E.
Mhm.
And Nakamura, how did I forget fucking Nakamura?
He's not technically released yet.
Well, he's not released yet, but like, he's done.
He's leaving. Yeah.
He's
He's probably
leaving.
leaving, yeah.
I don't blame him. I can't believe 9 years have gone by since he signed. Like, where did the time go?
He's been chilling.
He's the
Yeah.
He's been chilling, collecting that bag.
Well, at the
That's
end
like
of
an
the
easier
his brother
schedule.
died. His brother died, or someone in his family passed away recently. So I know he
Oh.
stepped away for that. But it's just a bummer.
I was talking about this before you disconnected, Kay, but I think he's just going home to retire in New Japan, right?
Good for him.
Have one more run and be like, I'm gonna go out my career on my terms, my company, my country, my fans. I think.
Yeah.
I mean, I hope he does that. I hope he goes specifically to New Japan and does a run. Hell, even if that intertwines with AEW, all the better. Just like have one more final run as Nakamura in front of his home people. I think
It is
that's poetic.
interesting. He might. So Miko Satomura just retired officially from
Oh, I saw that too. Good for her.
and the story goes is that Nakamura was there and asked Miko if he could take one of her finishes, and she taught him how to do it. So wherever he decides to show up again and do that again would be pretty dope. If he gets like a legacy move from Miko Satomura.
Yeah.
It'd
Yeah.
be really
No,
cool
totally.
too.
I mean,
You know.
the dude's a legend. He's a Hall of Famer. He was a Hall of Famer before
he showed
even
up.
got to WWE.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like he was going to be one of those legacy guys 30, 40 years from now. They go, oh yeah, Nakamura from 2000, whatever.
Mhm.
Honorable. But no, now he's a Hall of Famer because he's been WWE for almost 10
Listen,
years.
his NXT run was
Was amazing.
unbelievable.
I mean, he had a great run. Nakamura had a phenomenal run, and I think at least from reports I heard, he was never too upset about not being used prominently in the card.
Yeah, he's chilling.
Yeah, he's chilling. He's getting a few $1 million a year to relax.
Yeah.
So like Nakamura leaving, I don't think it's like we mistreated him from his perspective. From our perspective as fans, yeah, of course they did.
Yeah.
And then he's leaving, I think, amicably. So
I think it'll be
him
good.
is surprising, but not like tragic.
It's just a bummer.
It's a bummer as a fan, but I love seeing the internet rally around Braun Strowman saying he deserved better, because I was like, damn.
Braun did everything he was asked to do. He got over Fatu, he got over Bronson Reed, and in a pinch, he won the world title during the pandemic.
Yeah. And that's what they hired him for. Like they hired him to put over Bronson Reed and Jacob Fatu, and he did a damn good job. He had a really good TV feud. So to say like they hired him to fire him, I mean, they didn't use him well. They could have used him better, but I think he served his purpose, and that's what they hired him for.
Yeah, and he was very good with his charity work too.
Yeah, absolutely.
Charity work was really good. But moving on to that, it is now time to look at Backlash this Saturday, May 10th, before Mother's Day. And also my mom's birthday on Sunday too. So hey,
happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Mom.
Great time for me. This happens like once every 5 years. Is that Mother's Day and my mom's birthday fall on the same day. And all the gifts. I forgot that audio still.
I still have it.
It's really scary how you and Kay have the same dance moves.
Oh, we planned that beforehand. See, Kay and I knew it was your mom's birthday, so we're like,
I'm sure you did. I'm sure you did.
The head bob is my signature. Ask anyone who's been to a club with me.
Dude, I can't believe I didn't know that song existed until I was like 25.
Wait, really?
Yeah,
Really?
the Stevie Wonder Happy Birthday. I had no idea. I would have had my fucking Pollock family singing it when I was a little kid. That's the way better version, dude.
My God, you are very.
I feel like I heard it during childhood at a block party.
Well, Taquan's got a point. All white people do lack rhythm.
This is true. I mean, have you ever seen people in the crowd yeet?
Yes, yeah, especially in Omaha.
I also feel like, what is it? I feel like Jey Uso finds like the whitest kid possible to do the yeet with him every time he's going down the entrance ramp.
Yeah, you mean a plant?
Yeah, a child plant. Child plant. I'm sure. So Backlash is a 5 to 6 match card. I think it's a 6 match card actually. So this is very, very Triple H booking right here. But it should be pretty good. Highlighting this is the one last time. Tell me when you've heard this before.
2011.
John Cena, the last real champion, versus Randy Orton, and that's a very young picture. Right, that's definitely a Disney altered picture of Randy. Randy does not look that young in that, not that young anymore.
He does look that jacked though.
He's probably more jacked.
He's more jacked now, I would say.
Yeah, I think more jacked now. Putting the WWE Championship on the line. It's a shame that this here is just gonna be a feeder victory for John Cena.
Yep.
Mm.
Absolutely.
There's a lot of hype because of St. Louis, and Randy's from St. Louis. And if there's anything that, I mean, if John Cena's going to play the hits, he's going to play the hits. Watching him and Punk in the chamber was so much fun.
Incredible.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing.
Have a match.
WWE is relying on the crowd to make this match better. It's
I mean,
a smart
the promos
bet.
were fine.
It's a smart bet.
Were good so far. Yeah, it's a smart bet.
Like, I mean, I have nothing wrong with this match. Zero, because it's the one after WrestleMania, so you know he's not gonna lose, even though Jey Uso almost did. But you know Cena's not gonna lose. Yeah. So it's just like, yeah, let's go out there and have fun.
Yeah, it was great. I mean, I love the promo build where they kind of reversed roles. Like if you watch their SmackDown like promo battle against each other, I really think they were trying to make each other break.
It was so funny.
Probably. It was pretty good.
You should have a family.
That's why you don't have kids. It's like,
you are. What do you say? You are parent shaming me.
Parent shaming me.
I was like, John, you're an idiot. I was like, you're not a real.
You're not a heel, dude. You're not a heel. You're playing heel.
Yeah, he's playing it. That's what. Besides The Rock screwing everything up, that's what's screwing up this John Cena heel turn. This is gonna be fun. I give us a good 25 minutes, but somehow, some way, John's gonna win.
Definitely.
Yeah, well, yeah, of
I
course.
think it's a Cena
I just
clean
wish-
sweep.
I wish they had put a St. Louis pay-per-view on like a bigger pay-per-view because this should be on something not backlashy.
Here's the thing: does Cena get punted?
Have you seen how he took it inside Hell in a Cell in 2011 or 12?
I don't
hope not.
remember.
It was terrible, dude. So you know how like you're laying like you're on all fours, right? When he kicks you,
Yeah.
when he kicked you, John flipped to his back, which I don't know if you've ever
like a
got-
dead wait, like a dead cockroach?
Yes, like he like oh, like he did like when he got kicked. It's like I don't know if you've ever been kicked in the head, but you would just fall straight down to the mat. You wouldn't do like a 280 or whatever the 360 before the 360 is.
John's never been the best seller. Let's
Yeah,
be clear on
yeah. So do I want him to see him take a punt? Never again. Dude, that I swear to God, because I paid money for that Hell in a Cell pay-per-view.
that. I'm sorry.
That almost ruined. I almost stopped watching wrestling because I was like, that is the fakest looking shit ever.
That's what made you almost stop watching wrestling?
Yes, generally, because Hell in a Cell was like at that time too. So like 2011, my dad had bought me the Hell in a Cell like best of DVD. So every Hell in a Cell
Nice.
match was bloody and like leaving the cage and like
Nice.
going through shit and breaking.
Your mother
shit.
must have loved that one.
Right? So fucking this Hell in a Cell match between Cena and Orton. The only thing I remember about it is the botch punt because it wasn't violence. There was no blood. It was 2011. So it was the PG era. It was just like a match with some
Yeah, good
grating
point by
against the cage.
Taquan. Cena
God.
almost jumps when he gets curb stomped. That's also true.
Also true. It's like, dude,
Also
what are you
jumps.
doing?
All right, it's an also there. Yeah. Taquan was also praying for Jey Uso's downfall last night. Taquan, explain to me your Jey Uso hate. I really need to know about this. But in regards to this, yeah, Cena's winning. This will be an interesting match. I just want to see. I want to see Randy punt somebody. He's been trying to punt since Kevin Owens.
He was gonna punt Kevin Owens
He was
too.
going to punt KO. It's going to be so fun.
What if Cena punts one of Randy's kids?
Is Bob?
I wouldn't.
Is Cowboy Bob still alive?
I think Cowboy Bob's still alive. Yeah, I don't
I
think.
think he's very old.
Yeah, I think Cowboy's getting up there.
I think Cowboy's too old to take the punt, but I feel like Randy would be like, let Uncle John punt this one.
You know what? I wouldn't worry about what Randy would do if Cena punts one of Randy's kids. I'm worried about what Randy's wife will do to Cena if Cena punts one of Randy's.
Oh my
kids.
God, yeah, dude. Cena's wife, Orton's wife is.
Orton's wife, yeah. Kim, yeah, Kim. You don't.
I
mess
don't,
with Kim.
I don't know who controls that relationship, but they do a
It's
damn
Kim.
good job.
Kim.
It's Kim. It's definitely Kim. I can tell you right now, it's for sure Kim.
What do you think? What do you think she would do if Orton did the stupid? We're in an argument.
I don't know.
Do you think Randy Orton gets out of bed every morning and just goes
I would.
to stretch? I do.
I would.
I used to do the cane.
I would. You know, that's his version of a sun salute.
Sun salute.
Yeah.
I love it.
Rise and shine. Anywho, Cena wins. Moving on to the next one on this card. A very surprisingly effectively booked match right here. Out of
I'm not gonna lie.
nowhere.
Dude, I'm about this fucking match.
Becky
Lyra
Lynch,
Valkyria.
Lyra Valkyria, women's IC title on the line. And the reason that this match works is that Lyra remembered she can cut a promo.
Yes, precisely. Exactly. You took the words right out of my mouth. What have I been saying for months? We get it. Lyra can work. What's her character? Who is she?
Mhm.
Give her the stick. And look what she did. It was great.
Yeah.
She told Becky to fuck off right to her face.
She's like, aren't you mad that you're not going to be the first of something? I was like,
Yes.
she's got a
I
point.
loved it.
Got a point. And then Becky Lynch is saying garbage 8 times in a row. Was just like,
You should thank me for taking out the trash.
I was like, fuck, I didn't take out the trash.
Did you end up taking out the trash, Will?
No. I'm gonna do it tonight. It was pouring rain yesterday. I'm not taking that shit out.
Pouring rain today. Well, something.
It's gonna be that way all week.
Yeah. So yeah, no, this is interesting. But here's the thing: Backlash usually is no, you don't really get title changes. I'm afraid, and I'm not sure on the show. I'm not sure on my decision. I'm afraid that Becky might take this.
I have the same fear.
I don't at all, actually.
Really?
No, I think Becky's gonna do the job here. I mean, it would be cool if Becky got the IC title, yeah, sure. But
Mhm.
you don't put all this time into Lyra through at least being on TV every single week and then
Mhm.
give her the mic opportunity and then have her deliver just to bury her. Doesn't make sense. And I think Becky understands too that she only has a few years left, so she wants to put over talent, and they're both Irish, and she helped bring her up. So yeah, give your student the rub. It's the right thing to do. It makes you look better too, because you can, once she's successful, you go, look, I trained her and then I made her. So it actually helps
Is
Becky's ego to put her over.
does does Becky actually do that? Because remember, Becky held back from returning until she got a storyline she liked.
Yeah,
Mhm.
true.
Which actually would end up being, taking Bailey out, and Bailey hasn't been seen since, really. Especially after she went on that Chris Van Vliet interview, and she got a lot of praise for that. So
Yeah, for sure.
it's a toss up. It really is a toss up for me. Like Lyra and Becky fought for the NXT Women's Championship, and it was a really good match.
Mhm.
And
It was a
Lyra
really,
beat her.
really good match, and Lyra did beat her. Yeah. So Lyra beating her again isn't out of possibility, but they brought Becky back to a lot of fanfare.
Yeah, and then they turned her. So
It's
All the
it's
more reason for her to win the title.
More
yeah,
reason
I
for her to
know,
win.
but she's forever over. Like,
Give her the IC title and line her up with her husband and Paul Heyman.
I mean,
Let
that'd be
them-
really cool too. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah, start
Mhm.
bringing gold to their little clique.
whatever faction they're calling
Yeah,
themselves.
because I
You
don't
also
think
have to remember who looks strong at Raw. Lyra dropped Becky.
Lyra,
yeah.
yeah.
You know?
So
But also, I feel like if Lyra were to drop the IC title, I don't think it would be a burial. I think it would be a way to kind of scooter towards the main title picture. Like, Rhea's in Australia until next week. Like,
Mhm.
a lot of our girls are getting ready to retire. Naomi's on her last run. Like, who knows
Bailey's
how
on her
much time
last
Natalia
run.
has left? Like, they're setting up the new girls right now,
Yeah.
and they have to put the new girls in the main event picture. There's
there's
nothing
a
wrong
lot
with
of them. Like
Yeah.
they're doing the same with Roxanne Perez too.
Yeah.
They need to fill all this space to account for injuries and Liv shooting a movie. Like, people are disappearing and retiring and doing their thing, which is fab.
Yeah.
But I think Becky's gonna win. I think talking this through made me realize Becky's gonna win.
I'm gonna stick with Lyra. I'm gonna be the odd one out here.
I'm gonna go with Becky on this
And
one.
I'm a bigger Becky fan. I've loved Becky, even though I don't like her as a heel.
I also have a
She did cut
bias
great promo
against
too.
Becky. Becky and Rhea are historically my two favorite women in
Yeah.
WWE.
Yeah, no, I completely agree. It was Bailey, but Bailey is having a hard time evolving.
I feel
Into
bad
something
for
different.
Bailey.
Yeah, Bailey. I think her characters ran her course, like all of them. So I wouldn't be surprised if she left and went and had fun with Sasha. I think she'd be. Well, I can't say that. The AEW doesn't know how to book women at all. But I think she'd have a better
would be-
chance over at AEW.
I think she'd be worse off in AEW.
I think she
1,000%.
would too.
They would not know what to do with her. They would probably give her a ponytail on the opposite side, and they'd probably spell Bailey instead of a Y at the end. It'd be like two E's.
No,
like,
she'll definitely be called Davina Rose, which is her original indie name.
oh yeah, I
something like
forgot.
that.
I forgot about her old name.
Yeah, but so here's the bonus question we have for this, and we are gonna release the standings of where we currently stand when we do the crowded segment. I don't think, and here's my thing. I don't think Becky wins cleanly. I think Becky cheats to win.
Oh,
That's a heel
1,000%.
move.
She's not winning this shit clean.
So for you, all right. So for you, well, I know you're choosing Lyra, but do you think Becky attempts to cheat to win?
Oh yeah, of course.
Okay,
She's a heel. What do you mean? She's a heel.
just wanted to make sure with that one. So yeah. So and now on to what is clearly going to be the show-stealing match of the night. Pat McAfee versus Gunther. This is also all on the backs of Pat McAfee is the best promo in WWE.
He's really
It's
good.
kind of
He's a great
scary.
promo.
Yeah, he's. It's like he talks for a living.
Almost. I bet you he spends more time talking than he does sleeping on a daily basis.
Oh yeah,
Oh, definitely.
no doubt. The dude has a radio show for like 4 hours.
Live streamed on ESPN
Yeah,
every day.
yeah.
Every day. It is so good. This is going to be a bloodbath. I believe Pat is bleeding in this match.
Probably.
die.
Are they writing him off? Is he have football? Does he have other obligations
No, college football won't begin for him until like
until September?
August, September. Yeah.
August, yeah. So like, what? Why? Like, why? Like, why do this match? Why murder Pat McAfee if he's not taking time off or he's not leaving?
Maybe he's taking time off anyway for like fun.
Maybe.
I think I was thinking the other night. I thought it'd be great if Corey Graves cost him the match, and then Corey Graves
That
beats up
would
Pat
be
McAfee,
fun.
and then like McAfee's off TV. Right? Say it's like if they were writing off McAfee, right? McAfee's off TV. Corey Graves comes in at the commentary spot. Right? He's just talking shit while doing commentary. Plays the heel Michael Cole. The internet would go crazy, and then come this SummerSlam, whenever McAfee comes back, he attacks Corey Graves, and there's your summer feud. Like, I think that'd be fucking awesome.
That's a great idea. That's a
like, even if McAfee isn't taking time off, especially if Corey Graves is cleared to do it.
Yeah. Oh, that would be really, really interesting. Shout out to Agent Smith, whoever the hell you are. But I like the idea that I was talking with Manson K about yesterday, that Gunther essentially forces McAfee to bleed because it's leading to Gunther's going to try to kill him.
Yeah.
And then Pat McAfee's not gonna give up because this is pretty much his bromance with Michael Cole. And Michael Cole is the one that throws in the towel to save McAfee.
Damn.
Yeah.
That would.
I love that story.
Yeah, no, that's great. That's phenomenal. That's a great angle.
Yeah. I love, like, McAfee saved Cole, and then now Cole has to
save McAfee. And like everyone saves face.
Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't matter if McAfee eats a pin, honestly, but this is the better way to do it because Gunther looks great. He looks even scarier because he's so mad he doesn't care about the win.
Yeah,
he wants to beat the fuck out of someone.
Yeah, he just wants to kill him.
Yeah.
And I think we're gonna get that very close to "I'm going to kill you" moment, and then Cole's gonna save him. Like, they have a great story they have a very bromantic story here.
Yeah. Yours is way more likely to happen than mine. So yeah, definitely.
Yeah. So I'm calling Pat McAfee's bleeding. That's one of our bonus questions, and I'm calling a Gunther win. Well, what do you have?
Yes, I agree with you completely.
Okay.
Gunther win?
Gunther win and Pat McAfee bleeds.
Oh yeah, 1,000%. Agreed.
Yeah. And we're all bleeding here for this, which is going to be phenomenal because, like, this is such a quick feud, but actually deserves a little blood because it ramped up really well.
It's a hey, our champion just lost. We're gonna make him a badass heel again.
Yeah.
Who's a top babyface we can just destroy that isn't like a champion or whatever? Pat McAfee. Perfect.
Yeah. It's great. And we haven't seen Pat in the ring since WrestleMania 38.
And he's great.
Yeah, he's amazing.
Yeah. No issues.
They were showing on TV, on YouTube the other day, or today, they were re-showing Pat McAfee versus Adam Cole.
Oh, phenomenal. Yeah, it was great. Yeah.
That's when I was like, oh, he's a real. I was like, I didn't like Pat McAfee.
Yeah, I remember, Ricky, you were like, I fucking hate this Pat McAfee guy. He's so annoying. Then you watch him wrestle, and you're like, shit.
He's really good.
I remember because I was like, oh, damn. And then we all felt the same way about Logan Paul.
I still don't like Logan Paul.
Why are unlikable people so often really good at wrestling?
Because they're able to play themselves. They don't have to change anything. They get a license to be who they are, just ramped up. That's why Logan Paul's so good.
Yeah.
They don't have to change his character. Triple H is probably like, yeah, just be yourself. Everybody hates you already.
Yep.
Continue to do that.
Yep.
We'll teach you wrestling later.
Be what people want you to be.
Exactly. It's real simple that way. Moving on, next match on the card, the Intercontinental Championship, the Men's Intercontinental Championship, on the line as Penta faces Dirty Dom Mysterio. This is also a toss-up for me.
Very much a toss-up. Very, very much a toss-up.
This is a really thought-provoking card.
Yeah, because Penta's on fire. Penta can't do wrong.
Yeah.
Right now. But you just made Dom like a very likable person by winning the IC title.
But I could totally see him just being a 1 month champion, though, like a 1 month transitional champion.
They're gonna give him like an extended Zack Ryder run.
Yep, I can just see them doing that, but I can also see them kind of putting a bootstrap to Dom, saying, "Okay, let's see what you can do." But they also signed that AAA deal, so
yeah.
There's a lot going on here.
Yeah.
I'm
I
gonna go
mean-
with my gut and say Dom retains.
I don't blame you on that one.
Because if they wanted Penta to win and have his moment, they just would have done it at WrestleMania.
Yeah, I agree.
So if they
That's
wanted him to
true.
be IC champ, they would have just given it like why now and not 2-3 weeks ago?
You also have El Grande Americano running around trying to take out all the luchadors.
Oh, and Dom, what's his name? Chad Gable got the tip for El Grande Americano from Dom.
Yeah. Yeah, so there's that.
That's
I mean,
interesting.
I mean, you also put up a good point with the AAA acquisition because, like, Penta going into AAA as the Intercontinental Champion is great, but it's not needed. Like, he's already Penta.
Yeah.
in
I
AAA,
think
so it's-
having Dominic Mysterio as the champion with all the incoming AAA talent would be a lot more interesting.
Mhm. I have a quick text message from Sir Charles. Charles says, "I'm driving. Finn cost Dom the belt."
Finn cost on the belt,
I can
Mhm.
see it.
but Finn's going up against AJ on Monday. Like that's already confirmed. But I guess card subject to change, right?
Well, Finn cost on the belt, but Finn's not getting winning the IC title. You get Finn versus AJ. Still. You know. Quan saying El Grande Americano costs Penta. I do like that idea.
I think that's the most likely situation.
You know what it is right now? Now we bring up AJ Styles, is that AJ already said, as jacked as can be, like his arm just got bigger on Monday for some reason. He's coming for Dom. So I think the narrative is we're gonna put Dom through the ringer to make him an IC champion for real, for real. It's gonna be nefarious in some
Mhm.
Yeah.
terms.
He's
but
he's a heel.
he's a heel. So I think I'm convinced that Dom will win.
Yeah, my gut tells me Dom.
Me too. I think when Penta will win the IC championship, it'll be have a lot more fanfare than again at Backlash.
Dude, I opened my computer the other day and there
Mhm.
was that picture of Rhea whispering into Dom's ear on my desktop, and I laughed so loud. But like 9 in the morning, I opened my computer and it's just we were whispering and died.
Yeah, last bonus question here. Does Judgment Day interfere in his
Yes,
Yes.
they can't mind their
Yeah.
damn business.
No, they can't, except for Carlito. He just wants to
He wants to be a part of it.
he does. He does what
He's just happy to be there. Carlito is literally just signed Guy Dudley. He's just there, doesn't really do anything. He's just there.
very, very true.
Relatable.
Very, very true. Yeah. Last match we have here on the card was surprisingly, I don't even know how you book this. It's actually kind of a loaded card. You have a United States Championship, men's United States Championship, fatal
It was
four-way.
meat slapping majesty.
It's your meat match, dude. What's not to understand?
Yeah.
It's perfect and
Yeah.
clear as day. It's a meat
Damian
match.
Priest, Drew McIntyre, LA Knight, Jacob Fatu, Fatal Four. This has to open the show.
Dude, I think it's hilarious how AEW actually calls it a meat match.
Did they really officially call it?
Or some
They
variation where it's
call
just,
it meaty or whatever.
yeah, they call it like they
listen.
reference the fact that the internet calls it a meat match or like it's this meat.
Nice.
Big slap, big men slapping meat.
Big-
like just like guys, we're trying to convince people wrestling isn't gay.
All right, Agent Smith here. Whoever you are, welcome, Agent Smith. I would say Dirty Dom gets a good shower and he might go under clean. Dominic Mysterio, just for this particular card. He also says they need Triple H just in case one of the wrestlers breaks down on the way to the card. At least they'll have affordable towing. Ha ha. Great, Agent Smith. Appreciate that. But back to the U.S. Championship battle right here. It's Jacob Fatu. They're going to hurt each
Yeah.
other.
It's gonna be great.
It's going to be great. LA Knight
Great.
might get knocked out really early in this. I think it's going to be Jacob Fatu. Jacob
I
Fatu
agree.
is the next breakout star.
Yes, absolutely. No, he's
Yeah, I
got
don't see him
all of
dropping
it.
anytime soon.
Daquan says Priest is the designated pin eater.
Honestly, you're not wrong.
Ooh.
I think LA Knight takes the pin here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
probably.
I think LA Knights because Priest and Drew are going to hurt
Mhm.
each other.
And you want to keep them up. They're bigger stars.
Yeah. Pretty much. I think that's what happened. Yeah. It's gonna be, yeah. I think Jacob Fatu is gonna have all the marks saying Yada Amin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. and like 17% of them are going to actually understand what it means.
Exactly.
I saw
I have not a
TikTok.
clue, and I don't even know who to ask.
I'm already seeing it on TikTok.
You're seeing it on TikTok, really?
Yeah.
Yada, I mean, I love it. I love it. He's so unhinged. Jacob Fatu is just taking everything Solo was supposed to get.
Yes, and it's way better.
He's much more.
It's so much
engaging.
better. I see
And it-
Solo on TV, and I feel sorry for him.
I get it. I
Genuinely,
get it.
I'm just like, dude, you
He
had
had
the
everything.
clearest
You
path.
were the chosen one.
You got
was-
you
he
you
was
had
the
the
chosen one.
clearest path to being a megastar, and it's just not your fault.
No, they just signed somebody who just got it.
Yeah,
That's all.
like it's just there's nothing you did wrong.
You're perfectly fine, kid. Yeah.
No, it's not even that. It's just this just didn't work. It just did not work.
It happens sometimes.
It happens.
It happens. He just needs
Billy
to
Gunn.
rework.
He's this generation's Billy Gunn. He was supposed to go all the way to the top. He was in a great faction, had played the hits, and it's just nope. That's
You
it.
want to hear a crazy Billy Gunn fact?
Sure.
It's like a TikTok video. So Billy Gunn is now the age that Gorilla Monsoon was when Gorilla Monsoon was like the president of WWE.
Oh my god.
Oh wow.
Also,
Gunn-
Kevin Nash is older than Arn Anderson. Let that sink
and Billy Gunn looks great.
Bye.
in.
Kevin Nash looks just really, really sad. Every time I see him, he just looks sad.
Oh, he's lost like all of his best
Yeah,
friends.
he's lost everything.
Yeah,
and his kid.
Did he lost a child?
Yeah, he lost his son.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah. I think he lost his son and Scott Hall in the same year.
Oof.
Yeah. Or at least like a year apart.
Every time I do see Kevin Nash, I'll be like, dude, you need a hug.
Yeah, dude. He just looks so
Seriously,
sad.
sometimes hugs work.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Triple H just goes up to him.
He just points at him.
I think that's how he greets people.
He just points.
It's you.
Wow, this is a good comment by Taquan. You know how I feel about Jay? Solo is below that.
Wow.
Damn.
Yeah, dude. Yeah,
Okay.
dude.
Wow, that hurts. That hurts. Anywho, so this is that is the entire backlash card. So it's now time to play our favorite game of Crown It. Crown It meaning how good do you think this pay-per-view or PLE will be? 1 being the exploding barbed wire deathmatch from AEW, 10 being WrestleMania 40. Just for reference purposes, here are the current standings of this year's prediction battle. In first place, Will, you have 37.
Oh, let's
Hey,
go.
you're in second at 35, and I had a really
Yeah.
bad WrestleMania weekend.
Let's
And I'm in
go.
third place with 32. So
I thought I was gonna dip down to last place. Oh, you know why? It's because
Nah.
I picked EO to win. Boom.
you did EO
Okay.
because you said EO's the person you least expect to win, and the same thing with Dom.
Yep.
Mhm.
And Dom. I got those
Mhm.
two. Bam.
Yeah.
And yeah, I know. I was watching WrestleMania. I'm like, damn, my predictions were on point. Let's go.
I thought of you at EO1.
Yeah.
But I still was like, oh god damn it, Joe Hendry. Man, fucking nailed it.
Right.
from
we should keep
from
a
downtown.
all right. So this actually reminds me of something which we should probably start next year, or maybe starting this year. Whenever we get like celebrity people on to do predictions up, or like guests, we should do like a guest ranking.
We do, but we would need to have someone on every time we do predictions then, because
We
they
would.
they would represent the team. The
guests.
team is just all of our guests combined.
We should think about that for next year, maybe.
Oh, absolutely.
Something
I've
like-
I've thought about that for a while.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a great. I think it's a great idea. It's not even
KOTR
that
versus
cool.
the guest who's a better person.
Yeah, it's out of the rankings. The 4 of us.
Yeah.
There's a Drag Race spin-off that usually they do X the host country versus the world. So they
Oh,
get
okay.
teams from different countries going to a host country. So
Mhm.
it could be KOTR versus the world.
KOTR versus the world, or versus the IWC. We'll just plug people from the
We
IWC
need a
the
title
entire
belt.
time.
Title belt just pass around.
Something like that. All right. So how well do you think this PLE is going to be? I actually, reviewing the card now, think it's a solid 8.
8. You gonna go that high?
I'm
Okay.
gonna go high. I think I it's really big. The main event's not going to be great because it's John Cena and Randy. We've seen it 1,000 times. What more can they do?
Right.
I think Lyra and Becky, especially Pat and Gunther, and the Fatal 4-Way for the U.S. title is going to be amazing.
Yeah, the matches are all really great. There's a lot of chances for really cool moments, clippable social moments, which is going to be, stuff we talk about. But the results are kind of inconsequential or, whatever. So I think it's a 7.5. That's the bar, right? When you have no expectations for a pay-per-view, set it at the bar. And for me, a WWE pay-per-view is expected to be a 7.5.
Sir Charles is going with 7, so he's going below the bar.
Okay.
Okay,
We are the bar.
I think I'm gonna go with 7.5 as well, just because I'm still feeling disappointed from WrestleMania, and I don't want to set the bar too high. I originally was gonna put it at least an 8 because of Cena and Randy, because I'm a mark for nostalgia. I think I'm gonna have a great time watching this pay-per-view, but I don't know. Some shit's gonna happen.
Something is going to happen. I'm surprised you're not getting Logan Paul and Jey Uso, but they clearly set that up for a future feud.
Oh, I want that.
So we'll definitely see what happens there. Last but not least, tomorrow night, as we are recording on May 6th, tomorrow, May 7th, if you're watching live, the OG crew of Wrestle Addict Radio is returning for the 10th year anniversary of Wrestle Addict Radio, doing the show called the Wrestle Addict Live on Twitch TV / made by G-Rod. Shout out to G-Rod and Ant Stefano. I believe Phil is also joining that.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Very cool.
In celebration of that, they are doing an exclusive 1 week only The Wrestle Addict shirt with the logo that you see up there. They're going to be selling it. All proceeds from that shirt are going to the organization To Write Love on Her Arms or something like that.
To Write Love on Her Arms.
Yeah, To Write Love on Her Arms. Yes,
it's great nonprofit.
Yeah, great nonprofit.
What do they do, Kay?
I know they were raising money for suicide prevention. I'm not sure if their mission has expanded, but I used to buy their shirts at Warped Tour.
Yeah. And it's also depression, I think you said, Kay, right?
Depression and suicide prevention.
Correct. Yes. To Write Love in Her Arms. So all the proceeds from that shirt are going to go there. They'll probably talk about it on Twitch. They've also put out on G-Rod's, I think, Twitter, and I also posted it on the Wrestle Addict Radio Instagram about where you can get that shirt. So shirts are $30 a pop, and all proceeds will go to Write Love in Her Arms. I will definitely take some time to tune in on this show for them, because without Ant and Phil and G-Rod, we don't become a part of Wrestle Addict Radio in any way whatsoever. And also, if it wasn't for us coercing Ant when he's pissed and blackout drunk all the time, we probably don't get any either. I honestly don't know, Kay, the last time. I don't remember none of the last time. I don't remember the first time that I talked to Ant when he was sober.
You don't?
No. I think it might have been in New Orleans, but then again, he was hungover.
Weren't all of you like mad hungover when you went to New Orleans?
The first night. It was after the first or third night is that we were all hungover when.
Yeah, New Orleans will do that to you, though.
Oh my god, yeah, but it's a great time regardless.
I want to go back. I think literally once a week I'm like, I want to go back to New Orleans.
New Orleans is my spirit animal.
I love New Orleans. I love New Orleans so much. It's one of the best trips I ever went on.
New Orleans is great. I'm excited to potentially do it again for WrestleMania next year.
I want to do it so bad.
Depending on the prices. So
depends on money. I just want the wedding to be over so I can think about travel. We haven't figured out our honeymoon yet.
I mean, that's a lot of people take the late honeymoons.
Yeah, we're definitely gonna go late. We're not gonna go right after we get married, but we gotta figure out what we're gonna do and all that.
Yeah.
So I could pitch WrestleMania.
You could. That'd be a great time.
I feel like that would be fun.
And Bourbon Street.
Yeah.
And Bourbon Street. Oh man,
I miss New Orleans. I think of literally, I cannot express how much I think about the trip I went on to New Orleans. My number one used shopping bag is my Cafe Du Monde tote bag.
So wait, so you went to New Orleans
I went 2 years ago
without wrestling marks?
Correct. I went for a bachelorette party.
Yeah, New Orleans. All right, picture Bourbon Street flooded with nothing but marks.
That sounds great.
We were whenever Will gets back, I don't know where we went. We were singing theme songs on Bourbon Street.
That sounds like a lot of fun.
It was like a European soccer match.
That's really fun.
Chanting all over the place. And the best part about WrestleMania on Bourbon Street in New Orleans, besides it being almost the best location for WrestleMania of all of the locations I've ever been to, so it's so walkable. New Orleans is
Yeah.
is that the wrestlers also were on Bourbon Street with us.
Yeah.
Like just hopping around and chilling, and it was absolutely fantastic. So
Honestly, it's one of the best cities in the world.
yeah, it is absolutely fantastic. Where the hell did Will go?
I don't know, maybe his Wi-Fi went out.
No, he's still here.
Oh.
It's the good thing about the studio. I can see your individual stuff, so I can add you guys and add you and not add you guys. So since Will kind of went off, I just let's just erase his camper right now. So when he returns, we can bring him back. Yeah, it's fun times in the studio here. But that's pretty much all we have for this week, and hopefully we'll come back at some point when we're doing this out. Just okay. While we have you, any final thoughts?
About Backlash or life?
Anything wrestling in general, not life.
In life, we could do a whole nother podcast.
We can do
it. I feel
we could do a whole nother, yeah. Just give it a month, and we'll talk about life.
I'm feeling real excited about wrestling lately. I'm like this close to starting to watch AEW again.
We're gonna have to because Will's gonna be away the next couple of weeks, and Double or Nothing's coming up. Which also will include the Owen Hart tournament, that thing that we're supposed to be.
I think it's actually I'm low key interested in the Owen Hart tournament this year. Isn't it Ospreay versus Hangman?
I don't know about the men's. I know with the women, there is. I think Mercedes is in the finals.
Probably that tracks.
Mercedes and someone else. I don't know. I know Moxley is still the champion.
Yeah.
I don't think anybody's seen.
I don't know like really anything that's going on with AEW. Anytime I try to catch up, I just like get distracted and I can't focus on it. But the problem is
I'm back.
Welcome home.
Yes, I'm back.
Whenever I watch AEW and I get distracted, I don't feel motivated to come back.
I feel the same way.
It's so crazy. Like, and
I can watch whenever I want because I have Max.
I have Max as well, and like, I never sit down to watch it. I try, and usually will put it on while I'm like doing something around the apartment, like I'm cleaning or something, and then I like leave the room, and I don't pause it. I don't come back for it.
I feel the same way, but in Will's hiatus, we are going to have to talk about Double or Nothing.
Oh, geez.
You're going for the next 2 weeks, right, Will?
Yeah. Well, no. Hang on. I'm gone next week.
Okay.
So I'm not here the 13th. I'm here the 20th. I'm not here the 27th.
Okay.
So every other week.
When is Double or Nothing?
I couldn't tell you, to be completely honest.
Let me ask Freckles.
Yes, the animal that is behind you. You guys speaking telepathically now?
Sunday, May 25th. Thanks, girl.
Oh, okay. It's Memorial Day weekend? Jesus.
I will not be watching. I have we have our engagement shoot that day.
Ooh, that's fun.
Nice. Photos. Okay. So, yeah, just keep that date in mind. Write it down or put it in our Discord. Care some of that. But, Will, any final thoughts before we move on to this week?
No.
On to the post show.
I think we're good.
Yeah, you know what? Since we can't put the title of the show up, we gotta like start figuring out stuff on the fly.
Like, we got a title string.
I like how we used to do it where we would get the title from the episode.
I'm aware, but but I haven't.
The Triple H point, easy, done.
Oh, there you go. There it is. Yeah.
Are we bringing this back? Ending episode
we have to bring it back because I used to put the title in
the stream title. Oh, right. So what is it on YouTube? What is it on YouTube?
It's literally
you can't even change it.
Yeah, no, because it's a scheduled like live stream, so I just say like episode 406 live stream. But when I edit it and like get rid of the pre-show and the post-show, then I give it a title.
Restream should let you edit that before you stream it live.
Yeah, no, I can, but I like to do it just a live stream because when
Oh.
I do the actual episode without the pre and post show stuff, I can just
Oh,
Okay.
copy.
it just
Okay, that
it's,
makes
it's yeah.
okay, that makes sense. That makes sense.
Yeah, so you have a live stream and you have the actual episode type deal. It's been working out so far. So I like the Triple H point. So I like that. All right. With that being said, cue that outro music, well?
Oh, I gotta cue it. Okay.
Yeah, you still gotta cue it. I can't put it up here now. I mean, I could, but like, speeds. It's up to you. There we go. Ladies and gentlemen, you have been listening to Kings of the Rings podcast, episode number 406, now titled The Triple H Point. You can find me at Ambassador Biggs across all social media outlets, BIGZ Ambassador Biggs, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat, some people's DMs, less people's text messages, BIGZ Ambassador Biggs. Follow Kings of the Rings podcast at KOTR_podcast across all social media outlets. Like, share, subscribe, leave us a 5-star review. The links are all about are in the description below. If you are listening to us, make sure you're listening to us on Wrestle Addict Radio, the cure for the common wrestling podcast. And follow Wrestle Addict Radio socials at addict_wrestle on Twitter and at Wrestle Addict Radio, all one word everywhere else. Backlash is this weekend, starting at 7. It's going to be, I think, a pretty interesting card and hopefully a lot of blood. Will Tarashak.
I had a joke. I had something, but I completely forget what it was. So I'll try again next week. Kayfabe, how are you, darling?
Oh my god, you're pulling a me. You good?
Oh yeah, no, I'm solid.
Do you hit the panel?
I had a joke, but I couldn't remember what it was. It happens. I'm older. My mind is going.
Usually, I go nonverbal at the outro.
It's because you're tired usually.
I'm finally waking up.
Before you go,
now that the show is over, so I'll probably chill on the post for a little bit.
That's
I have nothing fun to say. I'm still fun employed, desperately looking for a job. If anyone has any leads,
if I can hire you for some more odd jobs, Kay, I will.
Literally, I am just deciding things need to be improved within Wrestle Addict Radio, and I am deciding to do these things. So
yes, and you're doing it quite well. So hopefully by next week we'll have a pretty big announcement about
check out some fun shit from me and us over the next couple of weeks. You can find me across TikTok and Instagram at KAE_FABE. Let's go to that post show.
Yeah, so when we come back next week, I believe we'll be coming back next week. We're going to talk about the fallout from Backlash, the backlash from Backlash, I guess, and maybe we'll start talking about AEW. And we do have to start following TNA a little bit more because we do kind of have to go to Slammiversary and know what's going on.
Do we? Let's go on YouTube and watch.
Trick Williams challenged Joe Hendry. He showed up on TNA Rebellion at the end. So that's a very interesting storyline going on, especially with NXT and all that stuff. So
good thing we bought our tickets like before the partnership with WWE, or maybe it was when it started. The tickets are I wonder what they're going for now. Maybe $60.
Yeah, maybe. Who knows?
I forget what we even paid for ours.
Yeah, spread. Stay for the post show. Anywho, folks. So until next week, folks. Goodbye. Good night. We'll see you soon. New studio, same shtick. Fuck you, Slack. See you next week.
This has been a Wrestle Addict Radio branded podcast.
And now we're in the post show.
Cool.
Very nice.
Well,
just like that. So I'm the more I'm playing with this, the more I do like this new studio setup.
Yeah, it's cool. It works.
Yeah, it works really well.
I really like the new studio.
Mm-hmm. It can flow a little bit more. I can mute you guys whenever I want.
Can you do solo shots? Can you do like different cuts, or is it just what you see on
the screen? Can't. Yeah, I can't separate the camera. That's my only issue, that I can't do solo shots.
That's
because I would do solo shots all the time.
That's
I really enjoyed that. You know,
it's cool.
What is that? If you can share your Impact Plus, really? I think I have someone's Impact Plus. No, I don't. At least not the tier when I can watch the pay-per-views.
It's only
how do we watch TNA?
It's on TV on Thursday. So if you're really a hyper super fan, like we all probably shouldn't be, however, you can. It works. It's simplistic. It's clean. Thank you, friends. It's like Raw Monday, NXT Tuesday, Dynamite Wednesday, TNA Impact Thursday, SmackDown Friday, Collision Saturday.
It's a full week now.
Yeah.
There was a period of time where I was, with the exception of TNA, very on the up and up and watching everything, all the time. Mm-hmm. And I miss that about myself. I used to be a lot smarter on this show. So I should probably get some brain cells back and watch some wrestling. I just have to figure out where to watch TNA. I have Hulu Live. Can I find TNA on there somewhere?
don't know if they're on. I have YouTube TV, so I'm not sure.
It depends on the. Let me check for you, Kay.
Yeah, because I don't have any clue.
Hulu TV, you say?
Yeah, we have Hulu Live. And like every time I'm like, I should cancel Hulu Live because it's so fucking expensive. It's my most used streaming app besides like HBO.
I definitely get that. My most used is Disney Plus. I'm in like an Agents of Shield rewatch.
Impact,
yeah?
Impact is not on here.
That's a bummer. Because I feel like I would like TNA. Also, I heard Alicia Fox is back.
Yeah, she
And
also partnered herself with Tessa Blanchard.
No.
Yeah.
Why?
There's that.
That makes no sense.
And apparently, AJ Francis is doing wonderful work on TNA, I've heard.
Like, I very much want to watch TNA because I feel like I'd really enjoy it.
I want to watch it for Santino and then his daughter, Ariana. I was going to say Ariana Grande, but whatever her daughter.
Can you imagine Ariana Grande's dad was Santino Marella?
Yeah, it's
That'd be fucking wild.
Whatever. Santino's daughter, who plays like the pageant girl in NXT, she shows up on TNA all the time as the ambassador for NXT, and so she just has interactions with her father the whole time.
That's so funny.
Yeah. Ariana Grace is great. So yeah, there's a lot of comedy with that too. I mean, TNA is literally just becoming like NXT light. Like NXT shows up all the time there. Jakara Jackson, Lash Legend were there for a while. Cora Jade had a title, tried to go for a title there. Like, it's good. Like, there's so many places for NXT to go now. So like, you're gonna have NXT and AAA. You're gonna have NXT and TNA. You have whoever's not really being used on NXT back at Evolve. Like, they're really just creating an NXT farm system.
Yeah.
And giving them more like options to wrestle and be seen and stuff. So it kind of does work out. So like, if you get released from NXT, you should be able to find work easily, especially if you should start working for other promotions.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a pretty sweet deal. Yeah, we do need to focus. Well, actually, it's a good time to focus on TNA because they just finished TNA Rebellion.
Okay.
So it looks like we're getting Joe Hendry versus Trick Williams at some point.
Very cool.
Oh my god,
that's in July, so it's got a few months.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we got a few months to be like, hey, what's going on in TNA?
Yeah.
WWE is really, really funny. They're playing into the Joe Hendry thing. So like, what was it last week? Because I watched TNA the other day. Not TNA, I watched NXT's from last week. Big Joseph literally mentioned Joe Hendry, and like 2 seconds later, his music hit.
That's crazy.
I was like, somebody's having a lot of fun up there.
It's great music.
It is great. I saw minor league baseball mascots on TikTok doing the Joe Hendry, I believe in Joe Hendry dance.
Oh my god! I want the New York City borough mascots at Citi Field to do the Joe Hendry.
Who's your favorite New York mascot? Is it Ellie?
I love Ellie, but I'm partial to Mrs. Met.
I can definitely see you as a Mrs. Met person.
I love Mrs. Met.
I can definitely see
The grimace.
Grimace. Well, did you ever see the video where Grimace got on like the 7-line train and everybody fucking mobbed him?
Oh yeah, of course, dude. Mets fans love Grimace.
Grimace fucking rules.
He has his own seat in the stadium.
I mean, dude, he's the Grimace. He's the best.
The 7 train was decorated like Grimace for a minute too.
I'm not surprised.
It was so cool. I have to find the picture because I took the 7 train with Grimace.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, do you have a selfie with Grimace?
No. The train, not with Grimace.
Oh, I was
the
about to say, that
train
would've been
itself,
awesome.
they decorated to look like Grimace. Hold on, let me find it.
I'd be really happy. Like, oh, you had a selfie with Grimace?
Oh no, I would have. That would have been
He's
like
so
my profile
big.
picture.
It's so
Let's see.
Oh my god, fucking Grimace. What's
All
the
right,
score of
I'm
the Yankee
gonna
game?
put it in our-
Losing 2-0. Fucking Clark Schmidt balked with the bases loaded.
I see that, Amanda Machado and Jason Hayward.
I just
Yes,
sent it to the
sack
host
fly.
chat.
You sent it? Hold on.
The
Yeah.
Yankees are bad, dude. They're really bad. That's hilarious.
It was so.
I love. Oh, because Grimace is a McDonald's character. That's right. You gotta have a McDonald's
Yeah.
in there. Why is he giving me the bird, dude? Grimace is flipping me off.
It's
That's what
Queen.
Grimace
Heather.
does.
Yankees have one hit, and Michael King's pitching, of course.
It's all right. It's fine. Wow, I didn't think we ended that early, but we ended pretty early. It's 8:15.
I love that.
You can actually watch most of NXT at this point.
Yeah, we went for an hour. Oh, I gotta finish what
We
I was
should
doing.
do this more.
We do. We
Lovely.
usually supposed to start at 7. But now we have a little bit more of a seamless production.
Yeah, but this one's so quick. It was great.
We didn't have much to talk about. The releases, backlash, you know, all that fun stuff. And everything. You're still able to get the audio and stuff, right, Will?
Yep.
Oh, okay, yeah. It works out perfectly.
All right, let me.
Works great. Yep, work on uploading it.
Evans's audio hardware. Go back to MMA. Yeah, hell yeah.
Okay, yeah, this works out. So this will be a new setup now. And okay, I was telling Will before you got on earlier about how I can definitely, number one, we can invite up to like 10 people on a stream.
Very cool.
You know, and it's also would be very easy for me to set up a production that I can bring back like War Room or Wrestler's Court.
That would be
Like,
really fun.
Random people argue about a certain topic.
I feel like that would be
Juan and I were
fun.
gonna argue about Kingdom Hearts.
That would be like a fun live stream to do once a month instead of it being a Patreon thing.
Well, yeah, no, that's what I'm thinking.
Since how
Like-
active is our Patreon really?
Not me. We got to work on revamping that. That's another thing.
Yeah.
Me and you can talk about that.
We need to rebrand.
Yeah, a Patreon rebrand, or we can talk about. I want to see you and Mance like just argue about
Oh, right.
Talk about what?
Goldberg.
That would be fun.
There is a little discussion apparently, or there's a rumor about Eva Marie right return.
Shut the fuck up.
It's a rumor. Don't take any.
Sources?
Huh?
Sources? Let me look into this.
No source. Nobody credible whatsoever. Wrestler Court maybe return, Frats. Maybe Wrestler Court, but actually, I was thinking Frats more of a War Room.
So
And
I
actually
love,
getting War Room off the ground.
I type in Eva Marie and then I go to news and the first thing that comes up is a bunch of obituaries for different women named Eva Marie.
We just put an Eva Marie wrestler. Maybe that'll help.
Let's see. Yeah, the most recent news. Oh, backstage updates on Eva Marie WWE return via Wrestling World. I've never heard of you. This is probably very credible. Oh, this is bad.
What?
The grammar is just poor.
Oh, yeah. There goes that credibility right there.
Yeah. Like they quoted Eva Marie but didn't use quotation marks, and I'm like, judging.
As well you should. By the way, before we get going, I want to tell you guys I found my new favorite. I found a local sandwich shop. I'm very happy about
Yeah,
that.
I love a good
Mhm.
local Sammy.
It's called Hometown Heroes.
Oh, I've heard of a hometown hero. Wait, I think there are a few of them. Rocky Point had one.
There's one in West Islip by me. You ever
Hometown
heard
hero
of it?
is real good.
Yeah. Will you ever heard of it?
Nope.
Go look it up.
Oh, I love a good sandwich.
Bad grammar. Who wrote it? Me. Fred, you used to have a blog. You do not have that bad of grammar. You know, yeah, hometown. I literally just got like a basic Italian sandwich, and it's massive. Like they just loaded that thing.
Is it
And
better
they
than
put the-
Jersey Mike's?
Oh yeah.
I like Jersey.
Oh yeah.
I
I
like
mean,
Jersey
I like Jersey Mike's too, but like I'll have to send you when we get off the stream, like the picture of the half a sandwich that I still have not eaten.
Yo,
I
there's a
can't
sandwich shop out
imagine.
here called South Chris and Charlie's. Sandwiches are bomb and fucking huge.
Yeah. Hold on. Do you want to see?
Several
Do
meals.
you want to hear what's on the Hometown Heroes menu? Some of these sandwiches.
Yes.
All right.
Oh, Judge
Hold
has hit a home run. Thank God. Always
There we
right in the
go.
world.
Hooray.
Little dinker over the right
on. Oh
field.
yeah, there's one in Smithtown for you, Kay.
Oh. I'm like never in Smithtown.
Yeah, well that's true. All right. Let me tell you about some of these sandwiches.
Like
I
all
gotta-
my friends that lived in the Smithtown area do not live in Smithtown anymore, so I just have no reason.
That makes sense. All right. They have a sandwich called the DeVito.
Like Danny.
Yes.
Nice.
Yum.
Garlic bread with fresh mozzarella, chicken cutlet, pepperoni, salami, and house Italian dressing.
Ooh.
Wait, Ricky. I have a question.
Yeah.
Now that you live in Suffolk, you've been to
Yeah.
Seaport, right?
Been to what?
Seaport Deli in East Setauket.
No, I'm way
my
south
God.
of East Setauket.
So on, I think it's North Country Road. They have a sandwich called the Gasm. It is my all-time fave sandwich.
The gasm.
The Gasm.
That sounds erotic.
It's a toasted garlic hero, chicken cutlet, mozzarella, bacon, coleslaw, and Russian dressing. It's so fucking good.
Really? Fretz is saying, what is this? There used to be a sandwich place across from me in Sabo. I eventually got one named after me. Fretz, what is on your sandwich?
How do you get a sandwich named after you?
I don't know. Sandwich shops
Paid
are
a lot
weird
of
'cause
money.
You either pay a lot of money or you do a food challenge or something like that. Here's another one, Will, that I think you like. It's called the JJ wrap.
Ooh.
Hot roast beef, homemade mac and cheese,
Ooh.
bacon, hot choice of
Ooh.
spicy mayo or sweet barbecue.
Oh,
That sounds
fuck
so
me all
good.
over the place. That sounds incredible.
Ugh.
There's so many sandwiches I want to buy, and they're loaded. So like, what was it? They have a sandwich called a Field 5 because that's so Long Island.
Like the beach?
Yes, Field 5. Yeah. A Field 5 is boar's head, ham, American cheese, lettuce, tomato, and mayo, which is so basic.
That's a good sandwich to take to the beach, though.
Hence a Field
It
5.
is. It is. It is a good handshake to the beach.
That is a Jones Beach sandwich if I ever heard it.
Mhm. Oh, this is the one I would probably want to try. Called the Manhattan. Hot roast beef, melted mozz on a toasted garlic hero with a choice of gravy or Dijon horseradish.
That sounds great. Ooh, Mr. Fretz's sandwich also sounds great. Pulled
What's the
pork,
sandwich?
bacon, pepper jack cheese, banana peppers, and bacon mayo.
Actually, I
Real good.
kind of want to try that. That sounds fantastic.
Oh, there we go. Yankees learned how to hit. Oh, you're gonna get thrown out at third base. No, you're good. Oh, you're in. No, you scored. Let's go.
Yay!
Tatis overthrew third base. Run scores.
Oh, there's a sandwich in here that's pretty much a Big Mac on a hero roll.
Damn.
Ooh,
Yeah.
I like
There's
Big
a-
Macs.
there-
I
yeah,
like
there's
hero
a-
rolls.
Let's see what else we got. What's the curveball? No, not that. There's a bunch of chicken cutlet sandwiches here.
Oh, say less. I love chicken cutlet.
Chicky
Yeah,
tender
listen-
sandwich.
Now, here's one. It's called the Nor'easter. Chicken cutlet, melted mozzarella, crispy bacon, smothered in sweet barbecue sauce.
Yum.
Mm-hmm. That's a lot. Oh, is this the? There's one that's called an Insta Mac Attack. Chicken cutlet, melted mozz, macaroni and cheese, bacon, topped with ranch and hot sauce.
Yum.
What is Boone arguing now?
Ooh,
Oh, he's trying to say that Dominguez hit a double instead of a single.
the single. Listen, you do what you got to do.
Boone, that's what you're gonna argue over?
Did he get thrown out?
No.
Oh, okay. I was hoping he got thrown out, but we'll see what happens.
Yeah, it was a clear single. I don't know what Boone's been thinking about. God, Anthony Volpe can't hit a 97-mile-per-hour fastball.
I can't hit a 97-mile-an-hour fast.
Yeah, but you're not a professional baseball player in your third year.
Touche. Touche. Fair enough. Fair enough. All right. With that being said, I think we're done.
Yeah, I'm
Get the
hungry.
hell out.
I need to go get a snack now.
Now you're hungry. I'm probably gonna shout out on some Thin Mints.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
my
gonna
Girl
go, I'm gonna
Scout
go back
cookies
to
in.
Oblivion. Upload the
Yeah.
show tomorrow.
I don't know.
For
what to
sure.
do.
All right, guys. Thank you guys for joining us, and we'll see you guys in our new studio.
Later.
Bye, internet.